Welcome back. We're here to talk about Saturday's Premier League match between Newcastle and Crystal Palace. Pascal, Palace just appointed Neil Warnock. What do you think of that appointment?
Really weird appointment for me. I mean, obviously last week it looked like Malky Mackay was coming in, then all the stuff came out, so he couldn't get the job. But Warnock, for me, it seems like the sort of appointment where they're trying to get someone in who's sort of tough style will be able to just keep them up. It's not really very ambitious, if you ask me. I mean, if Pulis had stayed, what he did last season, they would have been pushing for the top half. But with Warnock now, they'll be battling for relegation.
And Newcastle, Matt, what have you made of their start to the season?
I mean, it's a tough opener, wasn't it, against City? You know, picked up a point at Villa last time. I still haven't scored a goal. Obviously, they won in midweek in the Cup, didn't they? But it was an own goal, so they still haven't found the back of the net, which is hardly ideal. They've got a lot of new players, though. I think they've got a squad, you know, people like Cabella and stuff, Jack Cole back. They've got some good players, but I think as soon as they bed in, I don't think they'll be anywhere near relegation. They'll be fine. They just need to pick up their first win.
Pascal, in terms of the Warnock appointment, do you think that is just setting their bar just to stay up in the division? 17th will be a success now?
I'm not sure 17th would be a success. I mean, considering how well they ended the season last year, they'll probably be looking for somewhere near mid-table. But yeah, like I said, I mean, Warnock hasn't been in work for a while. Didn't do a great job in his last couple of when he was at his last job. So yeah, I can't see him doing that well.
You mentioned the new Newcastle signings. Is it just a matter of them bedding in before they start? Would you reckon they can get a top half finish if they settle?
It's difficult, isn't it? I mean, they made a lot of good signings, haven't they? A lot of good players, but it does take time, you know. It's like anything, with any new club, you bring a lot of players in, it takes time to people come in. There are a lot of French players, obviously. I think top half of the table, possibly 11th, 12th maybe, but they've certainly got players to push up. I mean, people like Sissoko and stuff, I think he's come on a lot since he obviously arrived last year, etc. But year before, sorry. But yeah, I think they'll be good, but it's just making that next step. Are they good enough for the top 7, top 8? I'm not sure.
And what do you think about this match? Score prediction?
It's tough for Palace, isn't it? At Newcastle, they always get a big crowd there. I think Newcastle will win it 2-0.
How about you, Pascal?
2-1 to Newcastle.
I'm going to go for 1-0 to Newcastle. So we're all going for Newcastle victories.